collective versus individual rights. That is, our rights as individual human beings, individual rights, and our rights as groups when we belong to a certain segment of the population. We are entitled to some rights as an individual, an independent human being, while we are also entitled to certain rights because of being part of a group. It can be our origin, it can be our culture, it can be our nationality, it can be our profession. In fact, the same rights may be seen as individual as well as collective rights. For example, when we talk about a girl's education, that is that girl's individual right. The girl who is not allowed to go to school, that is her individual right, which she is not being given. She is being denied the right. But when we talk about women's education, it becomes a collective right. So, when we are talking about women's education and empowerment and the need for setting up more schools for girls for attaining women empowerment, then we are talking about a collective right. तो हम ये देखते हैं कि वही हकूक़ हमारे कलेक्टिव भी होते हैं और वही हमारे इंडिविजुअल राइट्स भी होते हैं, क्योंकि जब हम एक फ़र्द के हवाले से बात करें तो उसका अपना एक हक है, लेकिन अगर हम माशरे के ख़ास तबके की बात कर रहे हैं तो वही हक उस तबके का एक इज्तिमाई हक बन जाता है. Collective rights are defined as the rights of groups to protect their interests and identities. The economic, social, and cultural rights can be seen in the same manner. So, people's economic rights can be collective rights, their social rights can be their collective social rights, and there can be collective cultural rights. At the same time, an individual may have his or her own economic and social rights. According to the International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, the following rights need to be promoted, and people should be given these rights. The right to work in just and favourable conditions. Everybody has this right. So what about women who are facing glass ceiling and discrimination at the workplace? Probably they are denied this right. The right to social protection, to an adequate standard of living, and to the highest attainable standards of physical and mental well-being. So we have to see if everyone has this right. The right to education and the enjoyment of benefits of cultural freedom and scientific progress. So हर इंसान को ये हक हासिल होना चाहिए और इज्तिमाई तौर पे तमाम इंसानों को ये हक हासिल होना चाहिए कि वो तालीम हासिल कर सकें, बेहतर ज़राए आमदनी अपने कायम कर सकें, तालीम का फ़ायदा उठा सकें और जो माशरे में जो सकाफ़ती आज़ादी है उसका भी और जो साइंसी तरक्की है उसका भी फ़ायदा हासिल कर सकें. These rights are individual at personal level but collective if welfare of a larger segment of population is in question. So as we said earlier, अगर हम बात करें एक फ़र्द के हक की तो वो इंडिविजुअल हक है, लेकिन बाज़ औक़ात जब वही हक एक ज़्यादा तादाद में लोगों को नहीं मिल रहा और वो उसके लिए कोशिश कर रहे हैं, जद्दोजहद कर रहे हैं, तो उनका एक इज्तिमाई हक बनकर सामने आता है. The right to vote, for example, is the right of every adult citizen, including women. If one woman is not allowed to cast her vote in the elections, that is the denial of her individual right. But if a certain segment in the population does not allow all women to go and cast their votes and take part in the political process, then it's a question on their collective political right. We have seen that disabled, visually impaired, transgendered people, specific professionals, they have been campaigning for their collective rights. They are not struggling for their individual right as a disabled person or a visually impaired person or a nurse or a doctor or a transgendered person. They are struggling for their collective rights. So women are also raising their voice, collective voice for their collective rights. We see that the Pakistan Constitution protects all of these rights. अब हमारी जिम्मेदारी है कि हम ये देखें کہ سب لوگوں کو یہ حقوق حاصل ہیں یا نہیں ہیں، اور کیسے ہم لوگوں کو یہ سہولت دے سکتے ہیں کہ وہ اپنے حقوق حاصل کر لیں.